Welcome to Trivial Warfare.
Recorded live in Jacksonville, Florida. This is Trivial Warfare. More than just a pub quiz, Trivial Warfare is your gateway to a worldwide trivia community. Join your hosts, Jonathan.
We just described Ric Flair as Neanderthal Man in Planet of the Apes.
Chris.
Yo, we going down to Sesame Street.
That's your impression of hardcore rap?
No. Carmela.
That would irritate the hell out. I'm like, I just want my groceries. My ice cream is melting.
Ben.
4 halogens in that list. Oh my God.
You were like, it's not the halogens. I'm like, no, Ben, no.
Those damn halogens got me again.
And the rest of the Trivial Warfare Army for another week of fun and games. Now here's your host, Jonathan Oakes.
Hello, and welcome back to Trivial Warfare. We are the podcast that takes the pub quiz out of the pub and brings it home to you. My name is Jonathan, and these gaggling, goofy troop of fools next to me are Mr. Ben Young.
I just don't know what to say about that. That was so unexpected.
Mr. Chris Hollister.
Hello.
And Miss Carmela Smith.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Oh, that was good eye movement right there. I wish everybody could
We
see
are
that.
4 wild and crazy guys
We're
and women.
wild and crazy guys.
We are joined by Mr. Wesley Wells today. Hello, Wesley.
Good morning, everyone.
Man, it's good to have you back. It's been a long time, dude.
It's my favorite St. Louis Cardinals fan, and that is possibly including my in-laws.
That's not saying very much.
That's true.
Oh,
That's true.
burn. So, Wesley, tell everybody where you're from, what you do, and something cool about you, my man.
Well, I am now in St. Louis. I think probably the last time I recorded, besides Blitz, I was in Memphis. And I work in transportation logistics. And something cool about me is that today is 1 week from my wedding day.
Yay. So by the time this comes out, Wes will be a married man.
That's right. Yeah. And we also heard that a certain 5 friends of yours is going to be ushers for said wedding. Is this actually correct? Can you confirm or deny this?
I can confirm that. They are our ushers.
That's amazing.
Cool is that?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I need
so cool.
pictures, dude.
Yes, please.
I need pictures.
Absolutely.
Are they wearing tuxes?
Yes, they are.
Oh, I need a
Mike Cameron in a tux. I got to see
I need
this.
a group shot of all of y'all in your tuxedos.
Yes, please.
Okay?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Because,
All
again,
right.
confirm to everybody, you guys all met through the show. That's correct, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's 100% correct. We met through Trivial Warfare.
I really wish I had a flag that I could mail them so they could hold up in front of their picture.
Oh, that would be cool.
Before we get into warming up Chris, I want to remind you guys, we have a Kickstarter going on right now. Trivial Warfare and the Inkling have worked together to put together an everyday Q&A trivia calendar for 2020.
Woohoo!
And we are trying to make sure this thing gets produced. You can check it out at triviacalendar.net. That's triviacalendar.net. Make sure you order a calendar so we can make sure that this thing meets its goal and gets produced and then goes on sale to everybody else over the next couple of months.
Thank you to everyone who's donated already, because I think
we're at about 40%.
Right, and it's only been open as of this recording for a couple of days, so
Yep.
That's actually really awesome, so thank you very much.
We are pumped. I'm really looking forward to this.
I just want to say that I want everybody to order because I want my calendar.
Me too, dude.
For selfish reasons, we want you to order. No, actually, that's perfectly great. No, please order those calendars because they look like they're going to be pretty awesome.
They're going to be awesome.
Yeah. We have a new show that's
Oh, you know
out.
what? I'm so glad we got lots of stuff going on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you're not tired of announcements yet, we just released Trivial Warfare Presents Foreplay. Foreplay is a game where one thing always leads to another. It is a game of connections. Paul McLaughlin was our first player, and no, I'm not going to spoil it. You have to go listen. So
You're kind of bad at this.
I'm horrible. Check out Foreplay on your favorite podcast app. It is going to be fantastic. By the way,
Yes.
Trivial Warfare Blitz is going strong as well.
Oh, yeah.
We just had the Season 1 championship where the winner of Wave 1, Wave 2, and Wave 3 played against each other, and that game was incredible.
And you've released the first episode of the new wave, haven't you?
Yes, absolutely. Wave 4 has started, and Wave 5 will be recorded soon.
Yep.
And then last but not least, we just did our first recordings for Things That Are Blank, which is another news show that is based off of the $24,000 pyramid. 64.
Unless you have a
The
coupon.
$37,000 pyramid.
Unless you have a coupon. If you have a coupon.
Coupon.
Yes.
I got a coupon.
It was. I'd like to point out that this was the Groupon version of the game show.
Okay, fair enough.
$24,000 pyramid, much less expensive.
It's the knockoff version.
Yes.
Yep.
Anyway, so we have players that are teaming up with
It's the Louis
celebrities.
Vuitton.
You can find it at Family Dollar.
We have players that are teaming up with celebrities and trying to come up with the words that are on the card. It is a lot of fun. It is very intense, and I can't wait to release that show to everybody.
I'm super excited to listen to that one.
And you'll be interested to hear from the celebrities that are involved for sure.
We got some big names.
big names.
Huge.
Yes.
I mean, almost some of the biggest names in the industry.
That's so true.
The podcast,
Some of them are 9 letters long.
the burgeoning podcast game show industry.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, some of the biggest names in that.
Indeed.
Absolutely. So, well, that's enough ado. Without further ado, it's time for Warm It Up, Chris.
It's time to warm it up on Trivial Warfare today. And there's only one person who can warm it up for the TW228, and that's Chris. And sometimes Jonathan.
All right, everybody. Well, this Warm It Up, Chris question is brought to you by Angela Hollister. So, Angie, thank you very
thank you,
much.
Angie.
Thank you, Angie.
I feel like we're dealing with a case of nepotism here.
Well, that's a possibility. She does have a direct, streamlined connection to me. For
Yeah,
sure.
sure is.
except that Angie is not Chris's nephew.
That is true.
That's where that word
oh,
comes from.
nepotism. Yeah.
But
no. We have a case
word
of-
humor, everyone.
We have a case of, right, this is
a wifeism.
exactly, this is wifeism. That's a callback from like an episode 20 episodes ago.
It's also a callback to, like, I don't know, the 16th century.
Indeed.
Carmela with 400-year-old callbacks.
All right.
Yeah.
It's a fiefdom.
I reach deep.
So, lady and gentlemen, what we're going to do in this episode, episode of Warm It Up, Chris, is I'm going to tell you a ship, and this is either a spaceship, a starship, or just a ship from various pop
ship
culture.
shape.
It is from various pop culture, and I want you to tell me who the captain or commander or owner of that ship, depending on what their title
Wesley's
is.
like, I'm home.
Holy crap.
All right,
I
Wesley.
do not do much sci-fi.
I hear you, but
Welcome
Wesley,
to the jungle, baby.
think of this as a public service help for you for trivia.
We've got
All right?
fun and games.
All right.
Whenever someone says "Welcome to the jungle," the next thing I hear is "You're gonna die." So I'm like, "That's rude."
All right. So, Wesley, we're going to start with you, sir.
Oh gosh,
And the first ship is the Millennium Falcon.
Han Solo.
He got one.
You did it.
Hey.
Also would have taken Lando Calrissian. Lando Calrissian
Would
have
you
been
have taken a
correct answer.
co-pilot?
Maybe, because I am wearing the co-pilot on my shirt.
Yeah, but the co-pilot is not
Yes.
the captain.
Well, now he is.
He was
Well,
after
yeah.
the captain
Yes,
died.
now he is. I would also take a Chewbacca because of said sadness. In
Would you have
episode
taken
7.
Ray?
No, because
She
is,
piloted it.
Yeah, but
She was the captain of the
No,
ship.
she was not the captain of the ship.
When
Chewie was the captain of the ship.
Pilot
Spoiler alert.
pilot and captain are not synonymous.
That is true. Right, Chewbacca is the owner. Yes. That is his ship, dang it. That is not
Because
Ray's
he's
ship.
still the co-pilot.
No, he was helping out Ray, but still.
No, I'm saying he's
He
still the co.
owns
She
the
was
ship.
piloting it.
That is
dear
that is
Lord.
his ship.
I'm not arguing. I'm asking. I feel like she's the captain now.
No, she's not. No, Chewie is, dang it. Carmela, you're up next.
Yes,
All right, you get the TARDIS.
that would be the doctor.
That is correct. All right, Jonathan. Oh, yeah, look at 13. Very cool. All right. Jonathan, you get Eagle 5. And if you would like, you can request the name of the movie.
Eagle 5.
Eagle 5.
I'm going to need the name of the movie.
Spaceballs.
Eagle 5. Okay, well, this is not This is not the Winnebago, I don't think. It's not Spaceball 1. It must be the Mercedes. I'm going to say Princess Vespa.
The answer is Lone
Damn
Star.
it, it's the Winnebago.
It is the Winnebago. I'm looking at you going, Jonathan.
I didn't know it was called Eagle 5.
As much as you gave me for not watching that movie in like 15 years.
I didn't know it was
Such a
called
good
Eagle
movie.
5, okay?
It's such a funny movie.
It's a great movie.
All right, Ben.
Yep.
You get the USS Enterprise NCC 1701.
That was Kirk, right?
James T. Kirk is correct. Well done, sir.
Thank you.
Wesley, I hear you clench up as I'm about to ask you the question. You get the USS Enterprise NCC 1701D.
Oh gosh. So for me, this is going to be name another Star Trek captain. So, Picard.
Jean-Luc Picard is correct.
Good job.
That is 2 for 2 for you, my friend. Carmela,
Yes.
Serenity.
That would be Malcolm. Oh my God, what's Malcolm's last name?
X.
No.
Butler.
Oh my God, why did that leave me?
Is Malcolm his first name or his last
Malcolm-
name?
You love his aluminum foil.
Reynolds. Malcolm Reynolds.
That is correct.
Aluminum foil.
I'm like Mal. It's Mal.
All right, so Jonathan,
Yes.
you get Discovery 1. And I'm not going to lie. You
How
got
come
a
I
couple-
keep getting shows ships I've never heard of?
All right, the movie is 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Hal.
Hal is incorrect. Hal
That's
was
the
the computer in
computer.
charge.
Damn!
Dave something.
It was
Dave.
Dr. David Bowman. Dr. David Bowman.
It's called Karma, Jonathan.
I don't know. You know what, though?
I'm sorry, Dave.
It's actually called Carmela. No, but I think Hal kind of took over. There's a mutiny. He's like, I am the captain now.
That is not what Hal sounds like.
Well, I was mixing him up with a
Dave.
Somalian pirate from Captain Phillips.
All right, so Ben.
Dave.
Air Scalabama. That's the name of his ship.
There you go.
I am the captain now.
All right, so Ben, you
Yes.
get Apollo 13.
Apollo 13, I'm going to go with Tom Hanks.
That is the character that he played.
That is the character
I have
that
a
he
picture
played.
of this man's actual
No,
spacesuit he
that's
wore.
not the character he played.
No,
that is
was
the person
actor.
who played the character.
That's true. Yes, that's true.
Yes.
All right. All
That's my
right.
answer.
That is okay. Fair
I know
enough. That is
that one.
incorrect. Carmela, would you like to help him out?
Jim Lovell.
Jim Lovell is correct.
All right.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So Wesley, you get the USS Voyager.
USS Voyager. Oh no.
You could do it. I believe in you.
Oh, I think I can.
Come on, Wes. I can't tell if you're frozen or you're stunned.
He's not
I'm
frozen.
stunned because I know I should know this. I don't know. I don't know.
Are you tapping?
Unfortunately. I mean, I know it. I know it's in here.
It's Captain Janeway.
It's not.
Janeway.
Yes.
Kate, is her name Kate Mulgrew?
It
Kate
is
Mulgrew.
Kate Mulgrew.
I think
Yes.
Catherine Janeway.
Catherine Janeway is
Yeah.
correct. Yes. All right. So Carmela,
Yes.
you get Jupiter 2.
That's from Lost in Space, right?
That is correct.
Wow.
Robinson. It's not Will Robinson. That's the boy.
You know what? Last names
Robinson.
count.
Professor John Robinson is correct.
Yes!
Well done. All right.
I absorb a lot of sci-fi. If you haven't noticed.
We've noticed.
All right, Jonathan. I'm not going to lie. The next few are kind of tough. So,
My first
great.
few were kind of
Jonathan, you get the SSV Normandy.
Okay, that's
Oh, wow. Are you proud of
That's-
me for this question, Carmela?
Yes, I love you, Christopher.
that's Mass Effect. Your character is not the captain, at least in Mass Effect. The Mass Effect I played, your character is not the captain. But I don't remember the name of the captain. I'd like to use a lifeline.
Okay, who would you like to use?
I'd
Ben?
like to call Ben.
Okay,
Ben, who's the captain of the Normandy?
You're a
Okay, I'm going to go with Captain Eurodick.
Oh, dear. Okay, Carmela, would you like to help him out?
So the guy you're thinking of is Captain Anderson, who is the captain at the beginning of the first Mass Effect, but after the prologue, it then becomes Commander Shepard.
That is correct. Wow.
So you are the captain.
Also,
Yep.
another name that came up as well was an Alexander. I have not played the game, so I do not know. So, okay. Anyway, but well done. Very well done. So, Ben,
Yep.
you get Galactica.
As in Battlestar Galactica?
That is correct.
That was Adama, right?
Admiral William Adama is correct.
Played by
Nice.
Edward James Olmos in the reboot.
Great job.
And by, what was the guy's name in the original? It was Green.
Lauren Green?
Lauren Green, thank you. Yes. Well done. All right.
Bonanza.
Okay, fingers crossed for a real ship.
Okay,
because
so
I know
now,
those.
so for the remaining part of this, you guys are going to get to discuss it out, and basically Carmela's going to answer for you guys. All right?
Okay.
All right. So you guys, this is a group team effort for the last couple, okay?
All right.
Pillar of Autumn.
Pillar of Autumn.
Yes.
I got nothing.
Is that from Halo?
What's the
It
IP?
is from Halo.
They had pillars.
Master
Yeah.
Chief something.
No, it wouldn't have been Master Chief.
I don't know the captains.
I don't know who captained that one.
Okay. The answer is Jacob Keyes.
Oh,
Jacob Keyes.
Okay.
All right. The next one is Nostromo. Nostromo.
So is this from Alien?
It is from Alien. Wow. Carmela is kicking it today.
Is that Tom Skerritt's character?
It is Tom Skerritt's character. That is correct.
So what was his name?
I don't know.
I just know it was Game Over, man. That's all I know.
No,
that
that's
was Bill
Aliens.
Paxton's
Aliens.
character.
That's
I know-
Aliens.
I know.
Game over,
I know
man.
I don't know.
I don't know the name.
His name was Dallas.
Dallas.
Oh, that's
Okay.
right.
The next one is the actual name was Liberty One, but it was called the Icarus.
Is it flew too close to the sun?
Quite possibly, yeah.
Does that mean it's Event Horizon?
It is not.
Okay,
No.
what's the IP?
Planet of the Apes.
Oh, so this would have
Charlton
been
Heston.
Charlton Heston's
Yes.
character.
I was thinking one of the apes.
It could be one of the apes.
It was not.
Probably not.
Mark Wahlberg.
Oh,
No, this was from the 1968. The answer is George Taylor.
Taylor.
George
okay.
Taylor. Next one is Thunder Fighter. Which I was going to give to Ben because when I see Ben, I think Thunder Fighter.
I'm going to go
Okay.
with Thunderlips.
It is not Thunder Lips.
What's
no.
the IP?
I can't tell you that because it also has the name
It's
of
eponymous.
the yes, it has the name in it.
Oh,
so
crap.
So the
But
name of
it's
the
of-
captain is in the intellectual property.
that's
name.
correct. But it's of the 25th century.
Flash
Buck
Gordon.
Rogers.
Buck Rogers is correct. And then finally, Moya the Leviathan.
Oh, that is that's Farscape.
That is yep.
Is it Moya the Destroyer?
No.
I've never even heard of some of these.
Oh, Farscape is a great show.
Well, that's not even a game.
I
This
thought it
is
was a game.
No, it's a TV show. It ran for 4 seasons. Jim Henson's company did all the
Frank Oz.
puppeteering. No. Oh my God, what's his name? It's Ben Browder is the guy who plays him. Ben Browder later went to Stargate. Claudia Black's in it. She plays Aaron Sun. What's his name? He's the astronaut. I forgot his name.
Okay.
None of the rest of us have ever heard of it.
Actually, the name I have for it is Moya the Leviathan because it was a sentient
Oh yeah, she is a
spaceship.
sentient ship.
I was right.
She's
It's
the-
Moya the
There
Destroyer.
you go.
So anyway, but I will look up that last part in just a minute for you.
Okay.
Anyway, but everybody, thanks to my lovely wife Angie, that
Thanks,
is your warming
Angie.
up Chris
Thanks,
question of the
Angie.
episode.
Thank you.
All right, that was fun. You guys' reaction was
Well,
perfect.
at least we know Carmela is warm.
For real.
You should feel her feet.
Well, there is that.
That's not weird or creepy sounding at all.
Not one bit. No.
I don't think so.
Like nope.
All right, before we get to today's game, we do have a few announcements. And here to help me with our announcements is the one and only Sebastian Oakes. Say hello, Sebastian.
Hello.
Man, it's been a long time no see.
Yes, it has.
People haven't heard from you in a while.
I know.
So, we have big news that we need to share. Did you know that Daddy and Daddy's Show are up for a 2019 podcast award?
No.
You got to talk into the mic.
No.
No? Do you know what that means?
Yes.
That means that we could win our 3rd podcast award in a row. But we need help. We need help because we can't win the award if we're not in the nomination slate. So the way it works is that voters nominate their favorite shows. And the ones that get the most votes get on the slate. And then they are judged to see who wins the award. So what we need is for every single warhead to take a minute out of their day. In fact, if you could do it right now, it'd be great. And go to podcastawards.com and vote for Trivial Warfare in the People's Choice and Games and Hobbies categories. That is the ones that we need to be in, and we need as many votes as we can get in order to have a chance to win. So that's podcastawards.com. All right, let's get going with the start of today's game.
Woo!
All right, today's game. It's going to be Wesley and Chris versus Jonathan and Carmela. Ben is hosting, and it is time to play the game.
Players. Oh, yeah. Y'all know what time it is. This is Mr. Literature himself, cordially inviting you to the game. This is 6 rounds of trivia goodness. 3 questions per round. Every right answer gets you 10 points. In the middle, we'll take a pause for the cause and ask a midpoint question worth up to 20 juicy points. After round 6, you can wager any or all those points you've been building up and take a shot at the final round. It's a series of theme-based questions we call the Gauntlet. It's just that easy, baby. But this game ain't gonna play itself, players. Let's get it on.
I got to be honest, Carmela. Wesley and Chris are a really formidable pairing because their knowledge does not intersect at all.
Yeah, I was like, this doesn't seem fair.
They're
Wes could probably hold his own by
they're
himself.
really good at their specialties, and
Yeah,
their
that's true.
specialties do not intersect. So
Yeah.
between the two of them, they make a very formidable 2-player team.
All right.
God, then what are we doing together?
Our stuff intersects like crazy.
It does. Yeah, your feet were intersecting just a minute ago.
Yeah, that seems to happen a lot.
Jonathan and his hobbit feet.
They look like hobbit feet.
Ooh, got all this foot love.
Can't argue. Big feet.
All right. So we're going to start the game now. And the game's going to start with the category in free stuff.
All right, I like free stuff.
What wireless brand offers its members free items or coupons every Tuesday, including $4 movie tickets and free tacos?
A wireless brand?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I got this, Wes, but
Okay.
definitely will mention it to you and see if it hits your memory.
Yeah.
Because I have a friend of mine that keeps rubbing salt in my wounds every time. He's like, yeah, guess what I got today? Yeah, how about a glass of shut the heck up?
We are going to go with the philosophy of taking a chance because our mamas did.
Okay, fair enough.
And we are locked in.
All right.
All right, Wes, I believe it's T-Mobile.
Okay, that works for me. They seem like the kind of company that would give free stuff to their people.
Yep, absolutely. So, Ben, our answer is T-Mobile.
All right.
If it's T-Mobile, I'm going to be hot and bothered because I have T-Mobile
And you didn't know about it?
and I want some free tacos. Where the heck do we get our tacos?
Well, what's your answer? And then we'll find out.
We guessed Metro PCS because I have T-Mobile, I've had Verizon, I've had AT&T.
I have AT&T, and I don't remember
I've
getting
never gotten
AT&T
free
doesn't give us
tacos.
crap.
I've never gotten anything from AT&T.
So we were debating between like Sprint and Cricket and then Boost and Metro PCS. And because I felt like we would have seen the advertising for the other ones, we guessed Metro PCS.
All right. So I always look forward to T-Mobile Tuesdays. The answer is T-Mobile.
Yeah.
Where do you get your
It comes
tacos?
right on my phone. It's free tacos at Taco Bell every Tuesday.
You're serious?
Yes.
I have a T-Mobile phone.
You must have like some type of grandfathered plan with a flip phone or something. Because
No, he just got it, last week?
The app comes right to your phone. You need to talk to somebody about that because it comes right to your phone.
Why don't they advertise it on their commercials?
I've seen commercials
I've
for
seen
it.
tons of commercials
Yeah.
for T-Mobile.
I don't watch TV.
You don't watch
so-
TV,
You should actually
Jonathan.
watch TV.
I don't either.
You don't watch TV.
That's not a Disney Junior channel.
He's not wrong.
And I've never seen it advertised during the Cardinals baseball game.
Yeah.
Right?
No,
Man,
but
you think
there
there'd be prime advertising for that? So many people are there.
All right, put down 10 points for Wes and Chris, please.
Fine.
Yeah,
10 points to Ravenclaw.
That's right.
gonna
Well,
wait-
wait,
he's gonna
I'm
piss
Hufflepuff. I don't know what you're talking
Well,
about.
I'm a Ravenclaw. Do I get some of those points?
All right, your second question around is in Ben dramatizes a hit.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, gosh.
All right, I want you to name the artist or band of this 1983 song. All right?
Okay.
If you can't feed your baby, then don't have a baby. And don't say maybe if you can't feed your baby. I want the artist or band.
Wow. Okay, can you say it without the dramatization, please?
Yes, if you can't feed your baby, then don't have a baby. And don't say maybe if you can't feed your baby.
This is familiar.
Okay,
It
good.
is familiar.
It is familiar, I agree. And I'm honestly, Chris, if it's familiar to me, that's probably helpful.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
Because I don't know as much music, and so if you throw something out that I'm not as familiar with, then we'll probably know it's not it.
All right, we're locked in.
All right.
All right. So, what was your initial thoughts, Wesley?
I didn't have any besides, like, okay, I've heard this before.
For some reason, Pink Floyd's The Wall came up for me, or The Wall
Okay.
Part 2. So, but I mean, because at the end of it, it says you can't have your pudding if you haven't eaten your meat, and you can't eat your meat without any pudding. And,
How can you eat your meat if you
Yeah.
haven't had any pudding?
So,
I'm not necessarily hearing that.
Okay, that's
these
fine. And plus,
lyrics.
if Jonathan repeated the song, that is not the song, so we can cross that off.
If you can't feed your baby, then how can you have a baby?
Now Jonathan is sounding like my grandmother, and that's a little scary. So,
Christopher, have you washed behind your ears?
I do know it's not on our wedding playlist.
Okay, good,
because
that's good.
That's what I've been listening to a lot.
fair enough. I don't want to give up on this, but it's just not coming to me.
So what artists were big in the 80s so we could throw out that might have a lyric like that?
Madonna, Salt and Pepper. Excuse me. If I'm going to say it right. Salt and Pepper is not actually a bad one.
Yeah. Other weird lyrics, because this is weird.
I'm not disagreeing with you one bit. Plus, he didn't ask for the name of the song, which is interesting.
Right. So I mean, if it was a more widely known song.
Yeah. I think I want to go with Salt and Pepper. For some reason,
Okay.
that's just that. As soon as I said it, it was just like, okay, that's
Okay, I can go for that.
all right. We're locking in with Salt and Pepper.
I think that's about 10 years too early.
Yeah, he did say 1983.
Oh, did he say 83?
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
Oh well.
It's funny how you can kind of hear something in your head but not be able to vocalize it. I'm really like that right now. I can kind of hear it in my head, but I can't get it to tune into my mouth. I don't know the name of the song, but it sounds like a song from Thriller. And so we went with Michael Jackson.
Nice.
All right.
Oh.
Here are your lyrics. If you can't feed your baby, then don't have a baby.
Oh!
And don't
Yep.
say maybe if you can't feed your
It is,
baby.
Michael. Yep.
Yep. It
Wanna
is.
be
You want to be starting
starting
something, Michael Jackson.
crying.
Yeah. I even said, it's like, you're a vegetable.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's the next verse after that
Oh,
Yep.
yep.
Dang it.
Yep.
Man,
Okay.
I did
Great
not
pull.
hear the 83, and I should have had him
And,
repeat it.
and you
Dadgummit.
guys said name an artist who sings weird stuff, and I'm like,
Michael
you're
Jackson.
a vegetable. They hate you.
Well, that and also Ben did that as a song thing a couple.
No, actually, that was,
I
that was
did.
Jonathan.
You?
I
That was
did.
Jonathan.
Because
Yeah.
I gave him so much crap about it.
Speaking of starting something, your next category is if it's on ESPN, it's a sport.
Okay.
That's not true.
I can go
That
for
is
this.
totally not true.
Yeah,
Disagree.
It's a sports network. My opinion is the only one that matters.
Well, that's why it's called the Entertainment and Sports Programming Network.
That's not what the E stands for.
It really
not
is.
what the E stands
I think it might be.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
It's what the E stands for,
Yes.
Ben.
Ben, everybody in the room agrees with Chris.
My opinion is the only one that matters. I'm hosting. Would you like the question now? John Sin, a 34-year-old former IT consultant, is a world champion in what sport?
Could you spell the last name?
I was about to ask to spell the whole thing.
Sin is spelled Cynn.
Got a couple guesses, Chris.
Yeah, I'm kind
We
of
can
right there
talk
with
about.
you. Absolutely.
All right, we're locked in.
All right, so Wes, what are you thinking?
I've got 3 guesses. I've got rock, paper, scissors,
Okay.
cornhole,
Okay.
and poker. Poker.
I had competitive eating.
I don't think it's competitive eating. He's not one of those names that I've seen on the 4th of July, and admittedly, I don't watch much competitive eating besides the hot dog eating contest on the 4th of July.
Okay.
He's not a name that I remember hearing.
Well, because I guess because I guess Joey Chestnut, that would probably be his actual name, and not. I
Right.
figured it might be like a made up name or something like that. Okay, so what is your gut telling you? Because if it's not competitive eating, I don't know what else is on ESPN.
Yeah, I've turned all 3 of these on ESPN before, sadly.
Really?
I don't think it's bowling because I think they're more like, okay, I'm going to do this as a profession.
Okay, I gotcha. All right, so if I can get meta for a second here, I mean, our tiebreaker is rock, paper, scissors. So I don't know if Ben would be thinking that, and that would lead to that part of the question. I mean, that's
my gut was poker
step.
because I feel like that might have been in the news. Like, oh, this dude won the World Series of Poker or something like that.
I'm just thinking I would have heard that, or we would have heard that. You know?
Yeah, I do too. I can go for rock, paper, scissors.
Gotcha. All right, Ben, we're going with rock, paper, scissors.
All right.
Lizard Spock.
We said competitive eating.
Johnson won the main event in the 2018 World Series of Poker.
Oh, man. You were right there. Dadgummit. Sorry, Wes. Man.
Boo.
Earned.
It's okay. I didn't have any thunder.
At the end of round 1, the score is 10-10. All right, that is the end of the first round. Before we get on to the second round, I want to let you know that today's show is sponsored by Keeps. So, losing hair sucks. It really does. I have Sebastian here with me. Sebastian, do you want to lose your hair?
No way. I just want to get a mohawk instead of losing hair.
Right, exactly. Do you think I would look good if I lost my hair?
Oh, definitely nobody looks good losing their hair.
Why?
Only if they have nice skin colors.
I don't want to lose my hair. I like my hair. But 2 out of 3 guys experience hair loss by the time they're 35 years old. 2 out of 3.
But you're 42.
I know, and guess what? So my hair is going back on my head. I can see it. I can see it in the mirror. And there are some FDA approved products that can help you keep your hair. They're becoming less expensive and easier to obtain. That's what Keeps is all about. Keeps is a super simple way to get your hands on some FDA approved products that will help you to keep your hair where you want it. You just have to go on their website, answer a few simple questions, take some pictures, and complete your online doctor consultation. Now, the doctor, licensed in their state to prescribe medicine, is going to take the information, they're going to review it, and they're going to make sure they recommend the right treatment for you. It's shipped to your door every 3 months. You know what the best part is?
What is it?
It's not expensive. Only $10 to $35 a month. And you can get your first month free. That is a heck of a deal for keeping your hair. Keeps is going to help you maintain that hairline and keep what you have. Here's what you have to do. For a limited time, you receive your first month of treatment for free. Go to keeps.com/TWA. That's keeps.com, KEEPS.com/TWA to get your first month of treatment for free. All right, Sebastian, anything else you'd like to say before we go?
Also, have fun on the game.
All right, let's go ahead and get started with the second round of today's game.
All right. Your second round begins with a category in Televisiones.
Television.
What Netflix anthology, created by Charlie Brooker, chronicles various mostly ominous tales about present or near future technology?
I've got a guess, Chris.
Okay.
I don't know if you know for sure.
We're locked in.
They locked in, so go ahead.
Black Mirror?
That's what I was thinking as well, because Ben has been big into Black Mirror lately. He's been talking about it on more than one occasion. So that's what my initial thought was, and then you confirming it, I like the answer.
Okay. We'll lock in with Black Mirror.
All right.
God, Ben, shut up.
Quit talking about the things you're going to ask questions about, Ben.
It's definitely Black Mirror.
Correct answer is Black Mirror. It just proves that I hang out with y'all a lot.
Ben is a little bit predictable like that. He'll talk all week about my 600-pound life, and then that weekend we'll have a question about my 600-pound life.
That's why I stopped talking to y'all about stuff.
Dr. Pimple Popper.
Jeez.
I love Dr. Pimple Popper so much.
That is true. But they were good questions. All right. Okay. Your next question is in history.
History.
What portmanteau celebration commemorates the abolition of slavery in Texas in June 1865?
I can lock in.
All right. Jeffrey is locked in. I mean, Wesley is locked in.
And I'm good with that, Wes. Go ahead. I think I knew the answer anyway, but go for it.
It's definitely Juneteenth.
Okay.
Yep.
Wes?
I have Juneteenth.
Correct answer is Juneteenth.
There you go.
Okay. So what's the story behind this?
So Texas, because I believe it was either not part of the Union or the politics was still in flux at the time that the Emancipation Proclamation was written. And there were still people who were moving to Texas or who lived there that still had slaves. And so they did not formally recognize abolition of slavery in that state until after the war ended, which in the actual date it was signed, it was June 19th.
Why did they shorten it to Juneteenth? Is there a special reason?
I think they just wanted to make a portmanteau out of the date to commemorate that specific date. All right. Your last category is in movies.
Movies.
What movie features this iconic phrase? You and I are such similar creatures, Vivian. We both screw people for money.
All right. I can lock in if you're good with it.
I am 100% good with that.
All right. Chris is locked in.
Jonathan.
Okay. So, read the quote again.
You and I are such similar creatures, Vivian. We both screw people for money.
Is this Pretty Woman? I was thinking it's going to be a movie about a prostitute, and that was the biggest prostitute movie I could think of. Was her name Vivian?
I don't think so. But it might be. I don't know. Never seen Pretty Woman.
What other prostitute movies are there?
Doesn't necessarily have to be prostitute.
It just seems likely because Vivian is a female name. It sounds like a business person or somebody like that talking about the similarities between literally screwing people for money and doing things that screw people over for money. That's why Pretty Woman seemed like a pretty good fit.
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
I can't imagine Richard Gere saying that, though.
Oh, I can.
We're both similar creatures. It's a love story. It's not necessarily... That sounds sleazy to me.
That's him trying to relate to this person who feels like she is in a completely different world.
It sounds gross.
Yeah, well, it's Richard Gere.
You really don't like Richard Gere, do you?
I don't know the dude.
Whatever, just go with it.
All right, we'll try Pretty Woman.
All right. Actually, this movie's been in the news the last couple of weeks because Julia Roberts was talking about that the ending had a much darker tone to it before they changed it up to go for the comedy field. The answer is Pretty Woman.
Correct answer is Pretty Woman. And it was very sleazy because that was before they fell in love.
Yep.
That was when it was still a business transaction.
Yeah.
At the end of the second round, score is 40-40.
All right. Your first round comes to us with a question from the iconic Rob Warman.
Thanks, Rob.
Thanks, Rob.
Category is literature.
Literature.
Wesley started and stopped. He's like, oh, Chris got it.
All right.
Sorry.
Which of Shakespeare's plays has the highest percentage of words spoken by female characters? Hint, it's a comedy.
Chris, I've got a guess, but we can for sure talk about it.
Yeah, I think that might help.
All right, we're locked in.
All right.
Wesley, what you thinking?
So my guess, because the titular characters are women, is The Merry Wives of Windsor.
Okay. All right, and that's definitely one of his comedies?
that's absolutely a comedy.
Okay, because I mean, the only thought that came in my head was because it's considered a comedy for whatever reason was Romeo and Juliet. But I like your thought
that's
process.
That's a tragedy. That's a tragedy.
I thought it was considered a comedy because I
No,
remember hearing that and just was like, "What the what? People die."
The difference between a comedy and a tragedy is really in the ending.
Okay,
And if people live, it's a comedy. If people die, it's a tragedy.
gotcha. Okay, so but I like your answer a lot, and I would stick with your thought process more than my own on this.
Okay. We will lock in with The Merry Wives of Windsor.
Yeah, especially since you thought Romeo and Juliet was a comedy.
No, no, it's not that.
I mean, it is a laugh a minute.
No.
People are killing each other every scene
I'm
almost.
not disagreeing with that, but I remember reading about it and just going, "This doesn't
Was it
sound
one
correct."
of those one-a-day trivia calendars?
Yeah, that's always wrong.
Because
Possibly.
you can get a better one at triviacalendar.net.
Well, what a great plug. That was amazing.
Oh, that was good
Gosh,
stuff.
That's
virtual
awesome.
high five.
You should be thanking Carmela for that one.
I gave her a smile with a nose wrinkle.
Ew.
Those are the smiles that mean something.
Yeah, Merry Wives of Windsor is definitely a comedy. So I was between two, As You Like It and Twelfth Night, because they both have main characters who are women that are disguised as men throughout much of the play. So therefore, they would have more of a speaking
Oh, that's
part.
true.
There are more women that have pretty prominent speaking parts in Twelfth Night as is. You have Maria, and then you have the Duchess. So we said Twelfth Night.
Maria.
All right. Correct answer is As You Like It.
We got it wrong?
We got it wrong. That was the other
You
one.
weren't even paying attention? Damn.
So it's Rosalind.
How are you sitting right next to her and not
That's
know?
a really good thought process, though. I didn't even think about main
Yeah.
characters who are women disguised as men.
Which was, I was leaning towards As You Like It, and then we were talking about percentages, and I'm like, okay, well,
I led us astray. Carmela was suggesting that, hey, longer book, maybe there's more words by women, which would lead to a higher percentage. And I thought, well, that longer book might mean more exposition, which is less words per person, which would mean the percentage of women speaking would be less. So I guided us into the wrong direction.
And I appreciate that, Jonathan. Thank you.
All right.
I'm just glad we didn't go with Romeo and Juliet.
I would have been
That-
highly confused.
I would have loved every minute of that.
That's awesome.
It's like a Coen Brothers
There's no
comedy.
one to blame but you, Chris. There's no one to blame but you. All right. Your second question around comes to us from Zachary Walter.
Thank you, Zachary.
Category is business.
Goodness.
Is it good?
It's business.
We'll find out about the
find
question.
out.
It's business time. Play the Concords, anyone?
I love.
No.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that.
I tried it. I didn't like them at all.
Oh.
All right. When it comes to mall stores, L brands stand tall, sort of. For 5 points each, which two companies are currently part of L brands? For 2 bonus points, what former L brands mall staple shuttered its doors in 2017?
Is anything coming to you on this at all, Wesley? Obviously, they're
I mean,
discussing.
I know what stores are often in malls.
Yeah.
I don't go to malls that often to know anything.
Preach.
I know what stores Kristen likes when we go to malls.
All right, we're locked in.
All right.
Okay. So the sort of is kind of bugging me in the question. I'm trying to figure out what it means by that. I mean, it could just mean like, they've done well before and aren't doing as well now because malls aren't doing as well now.
Right.
Let me clarify that part because it's in the question. When I say sort of, that means that 2 of the companies are active and 1 has closed. I revealed that in the question. That's what that means.
Okay.
Oh, wait, hold on for a second. Does that change y'all's answer at all?
No, we understood the question.
Okay, just making sure.
So mall stores, so like you've got your women's stores
Yeah.
and you've got your men's stores. So like men's stores are like Abercrombie and Fitch and Hollister, and then all these sports
Hollister.
stores. Yeah. And then women's stores I think of are like Victoria's Secret, and then my guess is Forever 21 for the one that closed because I thought I heard something about them closing.
No, actually, I can verify without a shadow of doubt that Forever 21 is still open because I saw it
is it?
I saw it last night open at the Avenues when I was there having dinner with my wife.
I don't know the last time I've been to a mall.
You ate
Brag
dinner?
about it.
You ate dinner at Forever 21?
No, we ate dinner at Ruby Tuesdays, which was in the mall. Back to you, Wes.
I mean, American Eagle's always in a mall.
Yeah, that they're still open. And L Brands, could L stand for ladies? Could it stand
It
for?
could.
I mean, so
Could. I mean, I don't think like Victoria's Secret is necessarily like I'm not sure that it has a parent company. It doesn't seem like the kind of thing that would, really.
Thanks to Angie, I know that Victoria's Secret and Bath and Body Works are owned by the same people.
Oh. Well, then there's our answer, because those are both mall staples.
Okay. All right. So do you want to go with that then? And then
Sure.
okay, and then what were you thinking about for the one that closed down? For the
Forever
bonus?
21.
Oh, okay.
Which apparently is not closed down.
So I guess we're going to go ahead and say Victoria's Secret and Bath and Body Works, and for the bonus,
Is it like, I don't know, that there was a store that all the girls in my high school used to love to go to, and I heard that it was closed. I don't know what it was, so I don't have anything.
I'm right there with you, mister.
It might have just closed in our local mall.
Gotcha.
Might have been what I heard.
And if you're okay with it, I'm not going to worry about the bonus because I don't want to draw it on anymore. So our answers are just going to be Victoria's Secret and Bath and Body Works.
All right.
So the store Wes is talking about is Charlotte Russe, and I think that might be more accurate than your bonus.
I'm very confident
Okay.
in our answers. So the L from L Brands comes from the Limited.
Oh, okay.
The Limited closed down last year, and I'm pretty sure that the sub-brands are Victoria's Secret and Bath and Body Works. So that's what we locked in with.
Nice. Okay.
All right. So the two active stores of L Brands are Victoria's Secret and Bath and Body Works.
Thank you,
Nice
Angie.
job, Chris.
The now defunct store is the L. It's limited.
Good job, you two.
Nice, Jonathan.
Great job.
By the way, Charlotte Russe is
Great job.
open because it was open at the Avenues. Yeah, I saw that yesterday.
Yeah, now when you guys stumbled onto Bath and Body Works and Victoria's Secret after seeming like you weren't going, I was really not happy with you at all. I felt like this was a good, clear win for me and Carmela.
Well, you got the bonus.
Very disappointed.
You got the bonus.
All right. Your last question before the midpoint.
Chris's feet are warm too.
Well, it's because I'm wearing socks, fool.
Your last question before the midpoint is in math.
Yes.
Yes.
I was told there would be no math, Ben.
Hey, take it up with Gerald Ford.
Wesley, feel free to lock in.
All right.
If you are using an obelus, OBELUS, you are performing what mathematical operation?
Don't know this one immediately, but I'm thinking a little bit.
Okay, sounds good.
Okie dokie.
We're locked in.
All right. Wesley, you can talk to yourself.
Okay, I'm just trying to think of signs for like different operations. I mean, you've got your normal ones like plus, minus, divide, multiply, and then you've got your roots and your radicals, but those are called radicals, so it's not going to be that. And then you've got your what's that one? Mod, but that's the word mod written out. So I'm thinking it's just going to be one of the normal ones.
Okay. Keep going.
So I don't know the names of any of those, but something's tickling the back of my mind from the New York Times crossword I worked last night, where the proofreading mark that's like the little cross, it looks like a plus sign, but a line is higher. I got it through the crosses, but I think that I remember the down being obelus for that. And so that's leading me towards addition.
Okay.
So are you okay with addition?
No, I'm fine with it. So if you're feeling comfortable with that answer, I say go for it, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with it. I'm not like 100% confident because I just know that I learned this is how you do addition, not like this is what this little plus sign is called.
Okay. All right. Well, let's just go with it and move on.
Okay. We'll lock in with addition.
So I too do the daily mini crossword puzzle on the New York Times app.
Nice. Nice.
And after I locked in, I showed Jonathan the Saturday mini crossword, which has obelisks listed as one of the down clues.
Mm-hmm.
And we said addition.
All right. If you're using obelisk, the mathematical notation you're doing is division.
It looks like a plus
Really?
sign.
So, an obelisk can take the form of either a division sign or a cross, depending upon what you're using it for. So you are correct in that an obelisk is used as a punctuation to denote, to make denotations, and it looks like a cross. But the question is, what mathematical notation or what mathematical operation are you performing if you're using an obelisk?
It really looks like a plus sign to
Hold
me.
on. I
agree.
I don't necessarily understand. So, Ben, you're saying that the obelisk can be represented as a
cross.
straight line down and a straight line across?
An obelisk can be represented as either a cross, like, with a, two
Like a straight
intersecting
line
lines,
down and a straight line across.
but not perfectly bisecting, right? So it looks like
they're not perfectly centered.
it can literally be this or this, right? So if you're using the word obelisk, it can literally be either of these signs, depending upon whether you're using it as punctuation or as mathematical.
Yeah, this does say typographical mark, but it looks like it's a cross. So I would think
If I asked you for punctuation, that would be you're correct.
got
But
you.
I'm asking you for.
I'm just
mathematical.
making sure that it couldn't fit the other answer.
Oh, that sucks.
correct.
The same thing led both of us astray.
Damn the New York Times!
Damn you, New York Times.
Stupid crossword.
Yes, that's all.
That's funny
Let's
that we
all
do
blame
the
the
same
crossword.
It's the best crossword there is.
It's true.
At the end of the third round, Chris and Wesley have 50 points. Carmela and Jonathan have 52 points.
Stupid limited.
Stupid New York Times.
All right. Your midpoint is in geography.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
The equator runs through 7 African countries. For 5 points each, name 4 of them.
Do we get any bonus points if we could get all 7? I'm not saying I can. I'm just saying there's a chance.
Both teams do not agree, so that is a no.
Okay.
I didn't say anything.
Does Wakanda count?
No comment.
Wakanda's not on the equator, Chris.
All right, we're locked in.
All right.
All right, Wes. What are you thinking about?
I've got 6 I feel good about. I don't know what the 7th one is going to be. But the 6 I feel good about are Uganda, Republic of the Congo, DRC, and Kenya. So
Okay.
I want to make those our locked-in answers. I know Equatorial Guinea seems like it should be, but it's negbait because it's got equator in its name, but it's not actually. It's a little bit south of the equator.
Gotcha.
So I want to make those our 4, and I'm not going to try for 3 others.
Okay. Sounds good. I mean, I was just thinking South Africa.
So your answers are you locking in with
You really should have locked in. You didn't talk it out with him. You didn't ask him anything. You should have locked it in so we could have done our discussion out loud.
Anyway.
Oh, sorry.
what are you locking in with?
Uganda, Republic of the Congo, Democratic Republic of the Congo, and Kenya.
Okay.
So I'm afraid, Carmela, that we might be off then because those are a little bit further south than the area that we were aiming at. We did fall for the neg bait and said Equatorial Guinea.
I insisted on DRC.
Yeah, she was definitely on DRC. If Equatorial Guinea is too far south, it's either going to be Gabon or Cameroon on the left-hand side.
We did right. Cameroon.
Based on the line in the place where we put it on the paper, I was thinking we're looking at Chad, Sudan, and we said DRC and Equatorial Guinea. So those were our 4.
Yeah, you shot a little north there.
Damn it.
So your 7 that run through the equator are Sao Tome and Principe.
Oh, okay, that's the one I didn't have.
It's the island.
Yep. Gabon.
Yep.
Which we wrote.
Republic of the Congo, Democratic Republic of the Congo, Somalia, Kenya, and Uganda.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, Equatorial Guinea,
Nice job,
I think,
Wesley.
is like 100 miles north of the equator.
Yeah.
We needed to be a little farther south. I'm sorry.
Nice job, Wesley.
I'm sorry.
Thanks. I did have Somalia and Gabon on my paper. I didn't have Sao Tome.
Well, if I was further south, now I'm surprised I'm surprised Ethiopia isn't on that list if it's a little farther south.
Yeah, it just misses. Somalia dips down just enough to hit the equator.
Yep. Okay.
PHOA.
Yep.
Shut up.
Horn of Africa. Did you not get that?
Hills of Armenia.
Ooh.
Damn. I'm looking at it, I'm like, that's Horn of Africa.
All right, so at the end of the midpoint, Chris and Wesley have 70. Carmela and Jonathan have 57.
Thanks for the geography, Ben.
All right, that
Let's
is
have
the
more of
end
that.
of the first half of today's game. Before we go on to the second half, I want to let you know that today's show is sponsored by Blinkist. You know, Sebastian, Blinkist is one of my favorite apps. Did you know that?
I sure did.
Do you know why it's my favorite?
No way.
It's my favorite because I can read whole books in like 10 minutes.
What?
I mean, how long does it take you to read a book?
It takes me about a couple hours.
A couple of hours. You know, for most adults, it can take days because we have to take time to read. With Blinkist, they really just whittle the message down to the key points. And so I'll get like 10 or 11 blinks. And sometimes I can just listen to them like a podcast, or I can read them. And I get the key messages from any nonfiction book that I want to check out right on the Blinkist app. It is amazing.
Yes, it is amazing.
So if you don't think you have time to read a book, I got news for you. You need to be trying Blinkist. I don't know about any of you guys, but I like to read before I go to bed. It's one of my favorite things. And with Blinkist, I can literally read the whole book. I can get all the message I want right out of it before going to bed. It's fantastic. So that's one of the ways that I like to use Blinkist. One of my favorite books that I've been checking out recently is called What Everybody's Saying by Joe Navarro. I've always been fascinated with body language. I've always been fascinated with reading people and understanding what they think and what they mean versus what they're saying. That's exactly what this book is about. It's about being able to tell when somebody's lying or telling the truth, when they're comfortable or uncomfortable. All the different things that are involved in becoming a good observer is the focus of what everybody is saying. It's fantastic. Another one that I'm reading, and I'm not sure if you guys know, but I'm big into self-help books. The name of the book is How to Make People Like You in 90 Seconds or Less. All right, that sounds kind of weird. It's like, oh boy. But the fact is that books like this are really helpful. They help us to identify parts of our personalities that may be turning people off that we don't know about, right? Or things that we could do naturally that help us to be more likable. And that's a big deal, especially, I don't want to stereotype, but for people like me and likely people like you who may have a harder time talking to people every now and again, this kind of book helps tremendously, if nothing else than to give some strategies on how to do that. This one is by Nicholas Boothman, and I think it's a pretty good read. So you can check both of those out on Blinkist once you've signed up. They're right there for you. For a limited time, Blinkist has a special offer just for our audience. Go to Blinkist.com/TWA to start your free 7-day trial. That's Blinkist, spelled BLINKIST, Blinkist.com/TWA to start your free 7-day trial. Make sure you check out Blinkist.com/TWA.
Your fourth category is in sports. Fourth round. All right. This year's Women's World Cup is being played in what country?
Locked in.
Anybody can talk.
I know the answer as well.
Carmela. Oh, wow. I guess I'm the only one who doesn't. Go ahead, Carmela.
Because you don't care about women's sports, Jonathan.
It's because I'm busy creating trivia games, Carmela.
For women.
I'm going to let Wesley answer, but I knew the answer as well.
Yeah, it's France.
Yeah, the U.S. women beat the host nation yesterday.
Yeah, they
France.
did in the
2-1.
quarterfinal.
Yep,
I was
2-1.
irritated because people I was working with went into one of our offices and were loudly watching the game while I was trying to work, and it was pissing me off. I walked over. I walked over and closed the door to the room they were in to quiet their ass down.
When I was an intern, some of the people I worked with, because I worked in kind of a younger office, they scheduled a meeting. The Olympics were going on, and so they scheduled a meeting, and the purpose of the meeting was to book a conference room and all watch the Olympics.
Wow.
That would be
impressive.
amazing.
So not only did I get to watch the Olympics at work, but my calendar was blocked off.
I've had coworkers sit in meetings watching the workup on their phones before. That has happened.
Wow.
Correct answer is France. Y'all all knew that.
Except for Jonathan.
Except for Jonathan. But Jonathan still gets points for it, so that's good.
You're welcome.
Round 2 is in Who Are You?
Round 2.
Who?
It's round 4.
Hey, only
Question
opinion,
2, round
the only
4.
opinion that matters is mine.
Oh, jeez, he's holding on to that.
Yes. Round 4, question 2 for all the technical Tammys and Thomases out there. I was a drummer for the R&B band The Commodores, but you might know me better for my massive solo hits, my adopted daughter's antics, or my ties to American Idol. Who am I?
I can lock that
We're
in.
locked in.
We're locked
All right,
in.
somebody
Okay.
talk.
All right, the answer is Lionel Richie.
All right.
Oh,
Hello.
what a feeling
Is it me you're
when you're
looking
dancing on the ceiling.
for? There's a teapot. There's a teapot that I want, and it's a picture of Lionel Richie on the front. It says, "Hello, is it tea you're looking for?"
Oh, yeah.
I want it so bad,
That is epic. That is so
but it's
epic.
definitely Lionel.
That's
Richie.
awesome.
Yep. It's Lionel Richie. You got it. So, I was going to stop at the Commodores, but in an attempt to make it more gettable, I added the extra detail. But it sounds like y'all got it off the Commodores, which
Yes.
is good.
Yeah, I mean, if you're asking a question about the Commodores, it's probably Lionel
Oh,
Richie.
is that a Pavlov?
Oh, yeah.
Indeed.
Here's a question. Name another member of the Commodores. Anybody who's not Ben.
Even Ben can.
I don't even know if Ben could do it.
No, I
There we
can't do
go. Now we know why it's a Pavlov.
it. Yeah, indeed. There you go.
I will say I didn't know he was the drummer, though.
You did not know he was a drummer?
Didn't matter.
Okay.
Who was the roadie for the Commodores? Who booked the hotels for the Commodores? It doesn't matter what you ask. If it's a who and a Commodores, the answer is Lionel Richie.
Or Vanderbilt.
That's true.
Oh, yeah. No. Yep. Or any sports athlete person. Yeah. No, I'll give you that.
All right. Your last question this round comes to us from Adam Go,
Thank you, Adam.
and it is finish the sequence. I'll give you 3 names. You must provide the 4th name that fits the sequence. There is only one correct answer. Here's your names: Donald Trump, Malia Obama, Barbara Bush. Give me the 4th name in the sequence.
That's interesting. Chris, I've got an idea.
We are locked in.
Okay, Wes.
All right.
Talk to me.
I think these are the oldest children of presidents. Donald Trump Jr.,
Oh my gosh! Yes.
Malia Obama, Barbara Bush,
What-
daughter of George W. Bush.
Right, and then it would be Hillary Clinton, or not Hillary,
Chelsea-
but it'd be Chelsea Clinton.
Chelsea Clinton.
That's right. Yep, you're 100% right. 100% right. So the answer is Chelsea Clinton.
We will lock in with Chelsea Clinton.
All right.
We never found the connection, but now that you guys have worked through that, that was wonderful. Adam, that was such a great question.
We were going back and forth about Barbara. I said no, Barbara was HW's wife, not W's wife, because that was Laura Bush. So we were really confused, but I forgot.
And I was trying to
one
point
of the
out,
twins.
Yeah, I was trying to point out. Look, since one of them was a daughter, one of them could be mother, not wife, so it could still be a Clinton. So I thought the order was Clinton.
Yep.
But we had no idea we were talking about the kids.
Yeah. So we said Hillary instead of Chelsea.
Yep.
All right. Correct answer is Chelsea Clinton.
Good job.
All right. So after the 4th round, it's 100 to 77. Chris and Wesley have taken a commanding lead.
All right. Your 5th round comes to us from Michael Newman.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Michael.
Your first question this round is in movies. David Webb is the fictional birth name of what character who is featured in an eponymous movie franchise.
All right, we're locked in.
Okay, this is where I look like a bigger idiot than normal. Can you define eponymous for me, please, Wesley?
Whatever this character Ben's looking for is also the name or part of the name of the show or franchise.
First one that came to my mind with hearing that, Denzel has 2 movies out. He has The Equalizer and The Equalizer 2.
Okay.
And so I was thinking that was one I was thinking of initially.
I can go for that.
It's not like The Godfather. It's not anything like that. I'd like to say The Equalizer, if that's all right with you.
That's fine with me.
Okay. We're locking in with The Equalizer.
All right.
Jonathan and I spent a long time thinking about this. We couldn't get superheroes out of our head. But of course, it's not going to be any of the big ones like your Marvel superheroes or your Batmans or anything like that. But I do think that the guy from the Kick-Ass movies was named David, and of course his superhero's name was Kick-Ass, so we said Kick-Ass.
You're a little bit tangent there. David Webb was the actual birth name of Jason Bourne.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't have enough information to get there.
Your second question in Michael Newman's round is in awards.
Oh, it's a whole round.
Yes. Categories awards. The Antoinette Perry Award for Excellence is better known as what?
Locked in.
Okay.
You can talk, guys.
It's the Tonys. Antoinette.
Nice.
It's the Tonys. Definitely the Tonys.
I like how Wesley's nodding his head yes as you're talking.
It's okay. I wasn't even looking at him.
Super
but I'm
helpful.
like, I know this. This is the Tonys.
He's over there like, yup, she got it.
Yep. So you're
She did. It's the Tonys.
All right. Correct answer is the Tony Awards.
I'm proud of myself because I actually knew that.
Once again, I'm the odd man out.
Dun, 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 dun,
I would have loved for a question to go the other way.
Yeah, to name the actual thing. I don't know if I could have gotten both names.
I know I would have gotten Antoinette, and I think I might have gotten to Perry.
Yeah.
All right. Your last question in Michael Newman's round is entertainers.
Antoinette Perry.
Are you locked in?
No.
Okay.
Shut up, Jonathan.
What man was, according to Wikipedia, the highest paid entertainer in the world in the 60s and was given the moniker Mr. Showmanship?
Damn.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Jonathan.
Now would be Donny Osmond, but in the 60s.
Now would be Donny Osmond?
Donny Osmond does a lot of stuff.
That's Mr. Donny Osmond to you, Jonathan.
Read the first part of the question again? There's money involved. I don't think Donny Osmond gets paid a lot.
What man was, according to Wikipedia, the highest paid entertainer in the world in the 60s and was given
really
the
don't
moniker?
like Donny Osmond.
I don't think he's anywhere close to the highest paid entertainer in the world.
I was talking about the Mr. Showmanship
I
thing.
understand. It has to meet both qualifications. All right, we're locked in.
All right.
Okay, Wesley, what are you thinking? I've names, but I don't have anything I'm confident in.
So my thought, and this is just based on the Mr. Showmanship moniker, was Liberace.
Okay, because I was thinking like financially and whatnot, like Sinatra.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Sammy Davis Jr., but I thought he had a different name. I thought he was Mr. Entertainer. It can't be Elvis, is it? I mean, he had like 18 different nicknames.
Mm-hmm.
All right, how confident are you feeling in Liberace? Because I don't know very. Okay, I don't know.
70%?
All right, I don't know very much about Liberace before
WrestleMania 1?
No.
That's the first place I became aware of him.
Fair enough.
I just know that he was famous for his showmanship.
Okay. All right. Well, it sounds like you at least have a little bit of something behind it, so I'm okay with going with that. Because, again, I don't have anything behind any of my other answers except for guesses.
Gotcha.
All right, so we're going to go in with Wesley's answer of Liberace.
All right.
Oh, Jonathan Moneypenny. What did we say?
Carmela is enjoying playing with our new bobblehead studio collection here.
Funko Pops.
That's what I mean, yeah.
They're not bobbleheads.
Some of them are.
Some of them are.
Some of them are. The Marvel ones
Princess
typically
Leia
are.
is.
Yeah.
Oh,
strike! Man down!
Man
down!
I pity the
I accidentally hit the table and some of them fell like dominoes.
You killed Alex Trebek and Mr. T.
He fell. He did not die. So we were trying to find somebody who was not just movies or was not just music or was not just whatever. And neither one of us could come to grips with the idea that Liberace could possibly be the highest earning person in a decade.
We actually didn't say Liberace, but it's not a bad answer.
We didn't say it because I had it in my head.
You never said it.
Okay, in my head I said there's no way.
You were going through Rat Pack members.
I was just saying there's no way that Liberace out-earned Elvis, right? That's kind of what I was thinking.
I don't know. I like Wesley's answer.
So the two names that we came down to were Jerry Lewis and Bob Hope. And in my mind, I'm thinking about Bob Hope and being every different type of showmanship. He was on the stage. He was doing stand-up. He was doing movies. He was out in the USO.
Academy Awards.
And so we ended up going with Bob Hope.
All right. The man I'm looking for is Vladzio Valentino Liberace.
Yes, Wesley.
As soon as Wesley said Liberace, I was like, well, that's the answer.
I wish I'd have said it in our conversation.
Wesley, great job.
I can't believe he was the highest earning entertainer of the 60s.
Liberace.
How much did he earn?
In today's money, just for his residency in Vegas, in today's money, he was getting $500,000 a week.
And this was also before he was out. So
$500,000 a week.
It was $50,000 back then, which is equivalent to $500,000.
That's not that much at all. That's only $25 million a year.
That was just his residency, though. That doesn't include the endorsements, the movie deals, his royalties from his music. That was just what he was pulling in on his residency.
I'm still shocked. I'm not arguing. Obviously, you
like
researched it. No, well, I'm not arguing because he researched it. I'm just shocked because I can't imagine that was possible. How in the world did he out-earn people like Sinatra and Elvis and the rest of them?
He may not have necessarily sold more at the shows, but I would say certainly for most of those guys, he owned a lot more of the rights to his stuff.
I just wonder how is entertainer defined? Like what was the source?
Wikipedia. I said it in the question.
It was said Wikipedia. I wonder if they eliminated anybody. I don't know. We'll find out later.
Anyway.
I mean, my answer just came from Mr. Showmanship. I didn't worry about the...
Exactly. Hey, everybody, this is Jonathan breaking in. So you could tell that I was a little skeptical about the whole Liberace being the highest earning entertainer in 1960s. Did a lot of research this morning, and I can't find any proof of that at all. Liberace was definitely Mr. Showmanship, but I cannot validate the part about being the highest paid entertainer in the 60s, and that was meaningful to me, obviously, because that's a pretty bold statement. So, I just wanted to jump in and let you know that, and we will get on with the game.
Bye.
All right, score check.
At the end of the fifth round, it's 120 to 87. Chris and Wesley continue to extend their lead.
Change that to Wesley and Chris. I'm taking kind of a back seat here right now.
Your sixth round begins with a question in technology. What Chinese conglomerate purchased IBM's personal computer business in 2005 and is the producer of the ThinkPad, Idea Center, and Yoga?
We're locked in.
All right.
So to me, when I think of a Chinese tech conglomerate, I think of Huawei. They've been in the news a lot lately.
Yeah, that sounds very familiar to me.
Okay, we will lock in with Huawei.
All right.
Lenovo makes ThinkPads. We said Lenovo.
Correct answer is Lenovo.
Oh, wow. Wow. Okay.
Hashtag IT manager.
Very nice. You are the IT guy. You have a shirt that proves it.
I'm going to guess that they're probably on the lower end in terms of like budget standpoint, because the last two companies I work for, they use Lenovo computers. And
Lenovo and Dell are the primary suppliers of most.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like
most corporate.
They got like it's a market share thing.
They're the primary supplier for a lot of corporate offices.
Got it. Okay.
We either have Dell or HPs. So
I have an HP at work.
That makes sense.
That explains so much.
I have a Dell.
Your second question this round comes to us from Brian McClure.
Thank you, Brian.
Category is music. And geography.
Oh, crap.
As of July 2013, what city situated on the Mississippi River has been mentioned more times in commercially recorded songs than any other city in the world?
Say it again.
As of July 2013, what city situated on the Mississippi River has been mentioned more times in commercially recorded songs than any other city in the world?
Okay, Chris, it's going to be one of two, and I'll let you tell me which one.
Yeah, I think I have the answer. Definitely want to hear from you.
Actually, it's one of three. I just wrote down a third option.
We're locked in.
All right.
Okay, Chris. So it's going to be one of these three cities. It's going to be my current city, my last city, or New Orleans.
Memphis was the one that came into my head immediately.
Okay.
I could think of about 4 songs right off the top of the bat with Memphis in the title.
I was walking in Memphis.
That being one of them. And so,
okay.
And then there was, actually I had it, now it's gone, but I think Memphis is the right answer.
Okay. Then we will lock in with Memphis.
Okay.
All right.
So, Carmela, it turns out that Memphis must actually be on the Mississippi.
That makes sense.
That's
I wasn't sure. I told you when I went there, I don't remember there being the river, but that doesn't mean it wasn't there.
It's a struggle for us. I was leaning towards Memphis, but I didn't know whether for sure it was on the Mississippi or not. And so we were like, okay, well, we're thinking about like Chicago. Is that on the Mississippi? St. Louis? I don't know. Is that the Missouri or the Mississippi?
Both, actually.
Son of a gun. Because I was like, I'm pretty sure that's the Missouri.
It's the confluence of the two.
Well, there we go. So we ended up going with a one that we know they write songs about that we knew for sure was on the Mississippi, and we said New Orleans.
All right. You got the wrong NBA team there. We're looking for the Memphis Grizzlies, not the Pelicans.
Yes.
Sorry.
I would have been very sad if I had missed a question about a city I had lived in.
That does seem like a pretty good advantage.
Your last question before the gauntlet is the showdown.
Oh, I love it.
All right. So for those not familiar, the way this is going to work is I have a list. Each team will alternate giving me correct answers on the list.
We hope.
The first team that...
Belize City.
The first team...
Oh,
too soon.
You're still
Wesley.
No.
It's a real place. I don't regret it.
Yeah. The first team that gives an incorrect answer means 10 points awarded to their opponent. All right?
Okay.
So, I have a list of 34 women who, since 1980, have won the Academy Award for Best Actress. All right? So, there's a lead role. All right? So, we're going to start with second place, and that's going to be Carmela and Jonathan. Give me an actress who has won Best Actress in a Lead Role since 1980.
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry is a correct answer. Wesley and Chris.
It's going to take the biggest one off the board.
Meryl Streep.
Thank you.
Meryl Streep is a correct answer.
I'm bad at this.
Hilary Swank.
Ooh, good, yeah.
Hilary Swank is a correct answer.
She won it twice. Julia Roberts. Aaron Brockovich.
Julia Roberts is a correct answer.
Say
J-Lo.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence is a correct answer.
Emma Stone.
Emma Stone is a correct answer.
What do you think about Melanie Griffith from Working Girl?
You said since 1980?
Mm-hmm.
She might not have won, but I'm not sure. I'm not confident in that one.
Who was winning them in the daggum 90s other than Meryl Streep?
Didn't Gwyneth Paltrow win?
Shakespeare in Love?
Yeah,
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Correct answer.
Kate Blanchett.
Correct answer.
What about the other Kate?
Winslet?
No.
Mulgrew?
No.
Hit
Maybe
me.
it is Blanchett that I'm thinking of.
From Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, that is the one I'm thinking of.
Did Winona Ryder win? No. Michelle Pfeiffer win? I'm trying to see in my mind pictures or speeches of people holding up that trophy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
You'd have to tell me what they won. Did Anna Paquin win for the piano? Was that actress or supporting
I feel like
actress?
she did. Let's say...
Because the youngest supporting actress I know, and that's not Anna Paquin.
No.
But I feel like she might be the youngest actress to win Best Actress. But I'm not sure. I'm not 100% on that one.
We'll say Anna Paquin.
Yeah, Holly Hunter was the lead in the piano.
Anna Paquin was Best Supporting Actress.
That's a good try.
All right.
Coming up with award winners is a weakness for me. It's always going to be a weakness for me.
We need to come up with
the last
one now,
three
correct?
were Brie Larson, Frances McDormand, and Olivia Colman.
I know Brie Larson's one.
Yep. And then also Sandra Bullock and Kate Winslet.
No, Kate Winslet was a winner.
Reese Witherspoon, Jessica Tandy, Kathy Bates.
Reese.
Sally
Yeah,
Field,
Reese won
Jodie
for Walk the
Foster.
Line.
Sally Field, I was thinking of her. I thought she was 70s.
Oh, yeah, she had
No,
pretty
the
long
You
career.
Liked Me, You Really, Really Liked Me speech was like 81, I
I
think it
thought it was
was.
77.
And well done, Wesley. For someone who says not really good in pop culture, you nailed that. You crushed it.
I'm decent at award winners, especially recent, because I've tried to keep up more since
I got
I've
you.
started playing
I got you.
competitively.
All right, after the 6th round, Carmela and Jonathan got 97. Chris and Wesley have 140. So 140 to 97. What's your gauntlet category?
Gauntlet category is France.
France.
Got France in my pants. All right, we're locked in.
We're locked in.
Here's your first question in the gauntlet. In response to France's opposition to going to war in Iraq, congressmen instructed several cafeterias in 2003 to eliminate the word French from their menus in lieu of what word?
We're locked in.
So we're locked in.
Second question. What French word meaning perfect is most commonly used to describe multi-layered desserts?
I didn't know stacked was a French word.
Stalked.
We're locked in.
All right, we're locked in.
All right. Last question. What French philosopher and scientist first coined the phrase "Je pense donc je suis," which translates as "I think, therefore I am"?
We're locked in.
We're locked in.
All right. So, Congressman instructed several cafeterias in 2003 to eliminate the word French from the menus in lieu of what word?
Freedom.
We said freedom.
We also said freedom.
All right. What
Freedom.
Don't let you down.
What French word meaning perfect is most commonly used to describe multi-layered desserts?
We said waffles. No, we said parfait.
I was.
You
I was
definitely got the
struggling
movie
to
quote
this.
wrong, but I know what you were going for.
I make a waffle.
Everybody love parfait.
We need to have Donkey up
There's
here.
no donkey.
There isn't? That's
We
sad.
also said parfait.
And what French philosopher and scientist first coined the phrase "Je pense donc je suis," which translates as "I think, therefore I am"?
Rene Descartes.
That would be Rene Descartes was a beery fart.
Okay.
That sounds like a wrong answer to me.
Monty Python's philosopher song?
Yeah, no, sorry, got nothing there.
I drink, therefore I am?
That sounds like Jonathan's philosophy.
Everybody knows Jonathan has an appreciation for Monty Python. So, all right. So your first answer, they changed the word French to freedom on the cafeteria menus. The French word meaning perfect we're looking for is parfait. And je pense donc je suis was first coined by philosopher, scientist, and mathematician Rene Descartes. So both teams got it right.
We did the math, and we figured that your most likely bet would be 42 as the number you could bet without risking, but still putting a pretty big number on the board. For us to beat you, if you bet 42, we'd have to bet 85 or 86-ish. And at that point, we figured why not just bet the whole thing, so we bet 97.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Okay.
So that takes you all the way to 194. So,
I'll tell you one thing, man. Trivial Warfare, at the end of our games, features some of the worst acting in the history of the world. Time after time, whether it's me or anybody else, we all try and make it sound better, but it's always awful acting.
Yeah.
but there,
We locked y'all out.
Yeah.
55.
Yeah, we did.
I was really surprised when you guys didn't even consider the risk of missing it.
We knew we were going to.
Yeah.
We are the dream team.
Well, I mean, I figured y'all were wagering, though, like you weren't betting zero. And so if you bet more than 12, then we still won on a double miss, and we also won on a double get.
Yeah.
yep.
All right.
That's my partner.
All right. So the final score is 195 for Chris and Wesley to
The crap out of you, Jay. You're such a J-hole.
195 to 194.
All right, Wesley.
Yay!
Nice job, my friend. Thank you so much. See, Cardinals and Cubs can get together to win at trivia.
Yeah.
We can.
Yay!
We will.
We need a law statement for Jonathan. I'm going to say, catch that smoke, Jonathan Oakes.
I don't even. I have no idea. I don't know what that means.
NL Central Unite is all I got to say.
Look it up.
That's right.
You and your
NL
baseball.
Central Unite, really?
Yes.
Cardinals and Cubs
So many
uniting.
people
Yes.
don't even know what
Yes.
you're talking about.
For trivia, we are uniting.
Y'all don't
dang
even
it.
play together on the All-Star game.
Cardinals are bad this year.
we're not.
It's sad.
We're not getting into a baseball talk right now.
Baseball.
All right. So Wesley, congratulations. Now's your chance to do a shout out or to promote a cause that you care about. So the floor is yours, my friend. Other than baseball.
I'm not going to shout out the Sin 6 today. I'm going to shout out Kristen
Yeah, that would probably be
I was
wise.
hoping.
because we're getting married in a week, and I'm really excited to spend my life with her.
Yay.
That is awesome.
That's one of the best we've ever had, Wesley.
Yep.
Great job, my
I
friend.
agree.
All right. That is going to wrap us up. So for Wesley and Ben and Carmela and Chris, my name is Jonathan, and this has been another episode of Trivial Warfare, where it's not just trivia, it's war. Bye, folks.
Take care, everybody.
See ya.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Trivial Warfare. Be sure to check out the revamped TrivialWarfare.com as your one-stop shop to submit questions, join the community, and get access to over 150 archived episodes. Warm It Up was written and performed by Matthew Stevens. This episode was edited and produced by me, Joel Sharpton. For help with your podcast, visit ProPodcastingServices.com.
I mean, I think it comes down to are captain and pilot synonymous?
And
No, they're
not.
definitely not.
It's because
But usually
Chewie,
the captain doesn't co-pilot their ship.
because Chewie has a special chair that he sits in because he's so big, and that's actually true. So he was sitting in his chair.
I just have to say
He's
this.
got a special chair, Jonathan.
I respect that, actually.
I've been remaining silent because all of you have way more craps to give about this. So I'll just be over here waiting for the next question.
All right, Carmela.
question.
Woman, have you seen my super suit?
All right. That last question is going to leave a bad taste in my mouth. That was gettable, and I don't know why I didn't hear the 83 part.
You're fine. No worries.
How old were you in 83?
-11.
That's what I was afraid of.
My parents had not met yet.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh,
that?
man, that's messed up.
that's deep, man. That's real deep.
That's so messed up.
Yeah,
I'm doing
by the
the math
way-
negative. I'm like, damn, I was a senior in high school when he was born.
By the way,
I almost had a baby that year. No, I didn't.
by the way, that's
So
someone always
joking.
crying
Deep
is me
thoughts
now.
with Ben.
Carmela's face is amazing. I don't know.
No. The Montagues, Capulets, very different companies.
Yep.
I'm so glad there's a good mnemonic to keep that straight.
Yeah, I think the company name is Unexpected Comedies. That's probably the name of it.
It's a comedy of errors, really.
Indeed it is.
I see what you did there.
A comedy of deaths. All right.
I believe they call those black
It's
comedies.
a black comedy. It's like Medea.
Yep. That's a... Yeah,
It's a black comedy.
because at the end of some of those, I wish I was dead. All right.
Is that Boo, the Medea Halloween?
Yeah, I was pretty bad. And the funeral one, that was terrible. Oh, it was so bad.
What the hell kind of suggestion
St.
is
John,
that?
the Divine Greek Orthodox Church.
I'm on Bite Squad. I type Greek, and the first thing that comes up is St. John, the Divine Greek Orthodox
It's
Church.
because you're putting in your address.
No, I'm not.
Yes, that's what it's asking you.
In any case, it should come up with food places, not
Street
places
address,
of
city,
worship.
and state.
She's right. She's right.
Oh,
Still, Bite Squad. I got confused.
You got a picnic problem, dude. Problem in chair, not
I
in
made
computer.
that crap up.
No, you didn't.
I know.
I love the term picnic.
I taught it to a lot of people, though. Certainly don't need you teaching it to me.
Online doctor consultation. So you can-
Also, there's another thing that can help your hair not get out. So, if you cut your hair it's going to get more off of it.
Mm-hmm.
So the gel you can't cut it off if you have gel on your hair. Because it's going to be so stiff. It's going to be so hard that you can feel it spiky. You can't just feel like my hair. Feel my hair.
No thanks. I'm good.
My hair is puffy, okay?
Mhm.
Puffy. We don't want if it's puffy, then we can always cut it.
Okay, can I keep going, please?
No.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Okay,
Check,
thank-
check, 1, 2, 3.
Huh.
Tap, tap,
Stop.
tap, 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 tap.
I had a friend once who lost his hair by the age of 23.
Was it Chris?
No, it wasn't Chris.
Because he looked like he lost his hair.
Goober.
My skill is laughing. Guys, my skill is actually laughing. And that's also my dad's skill, too.
Am I
You
good at
never say
laughing?
stuff right.
I never say stuff right. Oh, my feelings are hurt.
But he's still my favorite dad.
You're only dad.
And he's also my favorite dad.
Wow, thanks.
And because of him, he's the best dad ever. Okay? Never let anybody happen to him. It's
What does that mean?
it's
Never let anybody happen to him?
So, this is the end of the show. Now, bye-bye.